Hello, this is Andrea. Welcome to my crafting channel. And I have a junk journal flip through for you today of my newest journal. It's my first time doing a boho style journal. I didn't do it super boho with a ton of stuff in it, but I tried to do it in the boho style. And this is, I made this for the DearJulieJulie Mish Mash Use Up Your Stash Junk Journal Challenge 2024 for May. And it's a stacked journal, so what that means is, in this case, there's three sections. There's a front, a middle, and a back section. So this back section is one size, the middle section's another size, and this section is another size. So I think I wrote down what they are. I wrote down how the papers are. So the front set of papers before they're folded are 9 inches by 7 1/4. The middle set of papers are 10.5 inches by 8 inches. And the ones in the back are 11 inches by 8.5 inches. So there are 90 pages in this journal. And I'm not going to be able to remember all the requirements, but I will link them in the description below. The digitals I mostly used, these are DearJulieJulie digitals. I mostly used Pansy and Vibrant Pansy, but I also used some butterflies from Patreon. I used 2 papers from Dark Swirl, some assorted florals, and one from a Patreon paper that we got for Women's Day. And I'll show you that. But I'll have links to all those in the bottom. And here is a charm I made for the metal. Most of the requirements began with the letter M. So I made this, metal charm right here. Oops. Yeah. And then I added these beads here. And you can just flip it up, or you can take the whole thing off like this and move it over there. And I made this topper here. I made it to look like, you know, when you do a design board, if somebody does a design board for like decorating a room or whatever, they put some of the fabric swatches on there and they just kind of like little pieces of it hanging there. So I did that. This is actually a ribbon from, what is it called? From a cake that we got at Christmas, one of those Italian Christmas cakes. I can't think of the name right now. This fabric I believe I got from someone gave a bunch of fabrics at the get together. And here is the first, the opening cover. And I have, this is from one of the Pansy things. There's an envelope and just a little paper in there to write on. This is from one of the Pansy digitals. This is a manila envelope, and I have this edge on here. It's an edge that Sandy gave me, Big Mama Sandy Moore. I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. And over here I made a double corner pocket with a place where you can write. Here's a little card in there, and here's another card. This is an edge that I made with measuring tape. We had to use measuring tape. This is just paper that looks like measuring tape. It's not, like, these aren't real inches. So this is a junk mail flap up element here. And I made this card from one of the digitals, one of the Pansy digitals, and added stuff to it. Here's some dictionary paper. Some more pansies. This card, I love this card. This was in one of the Pansy collections. And like the other one, I put gold around the edge and a butterfly sticker there and some stamping here. This is the other side of the manila envelope. And here is a card made from my master board. We had to do a master board, so this is one of the cards made from that. Have a little clip holding that. So here is the second section. I have a belly band here, and it has a mystery writing spot right here. I like doing them this way. I don't I think I did it one time like this, and I really enjoyed it because it just looks like there's lace coming out of both sides, but one of them's a card. And then under here I have, oops, come through. Okay. Under here I have some more part of the master board, and here is a tag I made. This is the dark swirl page. I think I have two different ones of that. Here is a card that I made when we were doing a craft and chat, and we were using up scraps. So I made two cards like this that's just scraps of paper. And then I put these, we call these a tattoo. It's like you stamp on a see-through type paper and then you can glue it wherever you want. This is my double Dutch door. So I have a pocket over here with just a tag in it. The pocket goes, I didn't have anything very big, so to fit in there. Am I doing this right? Okay. Where's the butterfly for this part? Oh, and I made this one out of a map. I don't know which way I'm going. Here we go. Oops. And inside I have this little pocket. And here's a card made with napkin and digital and marker and those scissors that you cut the edge with. So I'll close that later. And this is just an edge I put in here, like a top tuck, and it has information about a butterfly, because there's a lot of butterflies in this. I tried to make this mostly purple and red. This is the middle of the signature. Here's just a little tuck spot, and I have another piece of the master board, and this is a type of time card that's just sitting in there. And here is a cluster. And here's a piece of napkin. This is just a page I decorated. It wasn't part of the requirements, but I just wanted to have extra stuff in here. This is the other half of that envelope, or that, it's the postcard you tuck tuck them up. I think this one's part of Assorted Florals. So it has the other card in there that I made when we did that crafting chat. And then there's a paper in here. This came from, I'm in the DearJulieJulie Patreon, and I'm in the one where you get, she sends you some items once a month for the level that I'm in. And this came, and I think it looks so cute in here. Like, it just looks like a bundle of flowers is stuck in there. That's the end of the middle section. Here's the back of the book. This is like a lace pocket. And this here is something that Big Mama Sandy Moore made. And she gave me, she and I did a scrap exchange where we exchanged some of our scrap stuff, and we also gave a couple little items, and she gave me like 3 of these. And I love the way it looks here. And this is a tag I made while watching a tutorial. I think it was by Treasure Books. So I'll put a link to that too. It was using layers of paper and making it look like a dress. You know, so I made this giant tag. And this digital up here, the woman, that's from in the Patreon. We got a page that had 3 women on it for International Women's Day this year. This is from Assorted Floral. I love this page. This is a page, this is another page that, that Sandy gave me. I might as well say this is half Sandy's book, because anyway, she does these grungy papers like this, and I wasn't sure how to put it in, so I just glued it in here because I wanted the colors to go with it. And here's something I added later. I just wanted, because I wanted to add this paper in here. I have this thing of wrapping paper samples. Like, they're shaped like this and they all go up. They all go like in a waterfall thing, but I loved the colors and wanted it in this book, so I kind of added that. This is pair of pockets on a page, and it's like I made 2 envelopes. I kind of did the wonky style, and this tucks under here, and then there's a little booklet in here that I made, and it's got that glitter glue on it and some gold, and that goes in there. And then you can just tuck the edge under there. This I can tuck under the card that's in the middle. I have a card under there because there's pockets in here. Inside here I have, what's in here? Oh, this is a piece of origami paper. It's very thin. And I folded it up as a place to write on, and I put extra things on it. And then here's a card up here. This is another from one of the Pansy kits. And I put a little bit of an edge here because I thought this paper is it's a little flimsy, so I thought this edge would help keep it stiffer for the pockets that are on it. This is just a tuck I made with a butterfly that came in one of the Patreon packages I got. And I have this is like a Rolodex card, but it's called something else. memory decks, like a memory decks card. We had to do one of those. And this is another part of my masterboard. Here's just a tuck that I put in, and here is my movement item. It is a 2-piece tag that moves like this, so you can write on that back part there. And you know, it's got dictionary, it's got the digital, it's got, I can't remember if this is paper or a sticker here. It's got ink on the edge and this leaf brad. Now this is my tip-in, my locking tip-in, and I made it on a magazine page. This red that's all around is a magazine page. And I added a paper to it that I got from Ava. She is My Brainy Mess here on YouTube, and I'll put her channel in the description, but she does artwork, and I think she sells digitals of the artwork. She signed it here, but I wrote Ava here so I would remember. But I believe this is a copy, and she had done the Momagami where you make it soft and wrinkly. And I added a digital. I have these edges here. I have this washi tape. And then this ticket here, you just go like this and it opens. And I have another digital on the back to hold the, because this is magazine paper here. This magazine is actually, it's like an, it's an ad for a gold bathroom faucet or something. Like you can see part of it right there. But I liked how red it was, so plenty of space to write in there. I have some stickers on here. These are stickers I got from Kell of a Plan. I used to decorate my planner stuff all the time, but I got this. It's the Roy G. Biv Boxes and Florals by Kell of a Plan. She's on YouTube. I'll put a link to her stuff too, but I don't know if this one's still in stock, but it has different color flowers, and then it has, I used a lot of the boxes. So it'll have boxes like this that match. These are like paper matte, you know, matte paper, and these are shiny see-through. And it's got a bunch of different colors. So I have that. I've been trying to use those. That's the end of that signature. And here's the final signature. I have a fabric flip. It's got 2 parts of the fabric part. I have this really see-through, I don't even know what you would call this fabric, but it's like a light purple. And I have the digital, I have scrapbook paper, I have gold, I have, this is German. I think it's something about traveling. I don't remember. I looked it up to make sure it wasn't anything weird. You know, you can do that with your phone, right? You can go onto Google on your phone and press the thing next to where you would type in for Google. There's a thing where you can push a picture thing, and you can do either for it to look up what's in the picture or to translate. And if you click translate and you put it right on there, it'll say the words in English for you. If you have that on your phone. So I have that. Here's some red fabric I have. Oh, there's lace at the top. I don't know if you saw that. And then here I have a stack of note, and I decorated the top one. I added extra stuff to it. And then it's got these pages here. And then you can write in the back too. Here is another one of the dark swirl pages. And this, so it looks like it's just a, what is this called? A top tuck. Have some more of that masterboard. But this is my magnet item. So you go like this and it comes down. I have a magnet in here and a magnet here. I have a video where I made this. It's kind of long, but I made the video because I wanted to be able to see, to remember how to do it. So I'll put a link to that in the description below. But there's space to write here. This goes straight across, so you can write here. You can write a little bit here. Not here because I made it so that can happen, you know. So you got flip. It's pretty fun. Gives you something to do. This is some more of the masterboard, and here is a hidden paper clip I made. It's got the messy string on it, and you can see the back of it here. It's made with map. This is a double-edged pocket, and I made it with, we had to use mistake or something we didn't like, so I used this scrapbook paper I didn't like, and I put this sewing tissue paper over it and put a lot of decorations here. This is some more of that ribbon that's from the cake. And then I have these little cards in here. They're both similar. They've got old paper on it that's part of a, oops, you know, writing who owes who money or something like that. I had tried to just put a little bit of color on these pages. So this set back here has paint on it, and then some of the sets in the front have where I used, oh, what is those things called? The stuff in the front has like where I used these kind of things. I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. This, I can't remember what this is called, but I made it with music paper. So this tucks in, and then you can untuck that and open it up. You can write in here, and then you can close it up again. And then this card goes in there. Oops. Come on, go in there. And then here's the back. This is my mesh item, and it's a library card pocket. And then I have more of the masterboard here, and I have this little flash card here. And I'd say that's the end, but I think, did you want to see my mini challenge in the challenge? I can show you that. Here's my mini challenge in the challenge. We had to take cards, like greeting cards, and make new stuff with the, or make them into cards we could put in the thing. We're supposed to do 4 of them. Well, from what I had 2 I could work with. So what I did is I cut these apart. Like I cut this was like this, or like this rather. So I cut this one apart, and this one was together, as in this was the back of this card. And I saw this at first. This is a thank you card that I had bought. I have a bunch of these, but I wasn't going to make a whole bunch of this thing. It says thank you in different languages, and it was from the Dollar Tree. And I wanted to have like a retro looking 50s, 60s type card with this. And it looked really good with this going around it. Like you can't see the word. It doesn't matter if you could see the words. It says thank you in different languages, and here's the earth in here. I made a paper flower and put some rickrack on it. So it can be used as a card, or, you know, a journaling card, or to put on the front of a journal or whatever. So this was the back of it, the green part. And like it says made in the USA or something down here. So I put another doily on here, and digital, and this paper back here with color on it. And then I had this torn, I already had a piece of this torn file folder, because I had done another thing, you know, for the top of a journal with with a piece like this. So I had two set up like that. And then these, like I said, these are the same card, but it says something like, to my uncle on Easter or something. I don't remember what it says, but it's such a specific card. I knew I wasn't going to use it for that, but I loved this design around the edge. So I thought, well, a bird will go with that. And then I put this really thin fabric here. And this is just a word I had cut out or tore out of a magazine. And this, I glued this on here, but then I stapled it too. Is that kind of baker's twine. It's like an orange one. So, oh, it's for a grandfather, but for Easter. And there's no grandfathers left in my family, so I wouldn't have been using that anyway. But this is the back. So it's a Hallmark card. I think I might have got this one in at the gathering, this card, because I really liked, it looks like watercolor. So I did the back, the back of this. I mean, it has words under it. You might be able to see them a little bit. I don't know, but it's very faded. And this was a digital that was our Friday freebie for last week. And one of the words that was on it was lovely, and that's the word I had picked. So I put that on there, and there's lace, and there's inking, and there's this paper. It's like a linen paper. I don't know if you can see the texture, but it has the lines going both ways on it. It has a nice feeling to it, and I cut the edges. So those are my mini challenge in the challenge, and I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, happy crafting.